Just not being hard on myself and just be like, girl, listen, record this video, edit this content, and post it. Guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Bree Cantrell, for those of you who do not know. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, follow along with my videos. Like, let's get into it. So today I just really wanted to come on here and just have a conversation, just like a really transparent conversation that I just kind of been holding on to, that I really just been wanting to talk about. But one of my biggest problems is that I am consistently inconsistent, and that's really that's low-key like a hard pill to just kind of not necessarily swallow, but like come to terms with. And you know, I've been doing YouTube for a really long time, inconsistently over the past couple of years. I think because multiple different reasons, just like self-consciousness. And first and foremost, like, I am a content hoarder. Okay, like, I am a content hoarder. If I have any content hoarders watching this video today, please drop a comment down below and let me know that I'm not the only one that be hoarding content. Like, y'all, like, I was cleaning out my footage the other day, or just like going through it, like putting stuff onto my my flash drive, and I'm just looking at all the content that I never released, like over the past like years, and I'm just like, dang, this was some good stuff. Why you didn't release this? And I think it really all just boiled down to me just being not comfortable with presenting that specific content at the time. For whatever reason, I know one of my biggest things was I didn't like the way that I looked on camera. Like, it doesn't matter what anybody else think. Like, I've always been like that. Like, I've never cared what anybody else thought of how I looked. It's just always been about me. Like, I've always been, oh, like, I'm too big, as you guys can see. Like, I put up a clip where I just felt like I was so big, and you can definitely tell, like, there's a big weight difference from where I am now and where I was then. Like, my weight fluctuates a lot. I know prior to having my son, I was really tiny, so I'm just so used to always being small and always having like a little pouch. I can never get rid of the mommy pouch, and I just never felt comfortable with releasing those videos, even though like when I was recording, I was into it. Like, I was so into just the vlogging, because I was working in, you know, radio for a while, and that was something that I just did. Like, I just loved recording. I love creating content. Like, I was just a content girly, and I just recorded everything. Like, I'm getting ready to go on a trip, I'm getting ready to do this, I'm getting, like, I was recording. Like, I'm gonna literally drop in a couple clips where I don't even know where I was. I remember I was driving one time and I was having a great conversation about something, y'all. Like, I don't know what the conversation was about, but I was just so into it. And I guess whenever I went to edit the video, I was like, nah, I'm not posting this. But I do have a lot of, like, I went through my footage on YouTube, and I'm like, you have a lot of videos where you were bigger and you still posted them. So what was it about this video that you decided that you didn't want to post it? What was it? And then I think my second reason, okay, so I'm gonna just give a list of reasons. So I think my first reason, or one of my reasons, was I just wasn't comfortable with myself. Like, I wasn't comfortable with posting, and I was ready to get smaller. So it was just an excuse. That's really what it was. It was an excuse for me not to post. I think another one of my reasons is, or yeah, is or was, that it's very time consuming. Like, it is very, I never dedicated the right amount of time to say, okay, this day you are going to sit down and you're just going to record. Like, you're not going to do anything else. You're just going to, I mean, not record, you're going to edit your videos. Because you have to think, when you are filming multiple different days, it's a lot, and you have to go through that content and make sure that it's engaging and that people are actually going to want to watch it, and you are editing out anything that you mess up, because you do have to edit your video to make sure that it all flows together. And sometimes, me personally, sometimes I'll say things that I'm like, oh shoot, I need to make sure I go back and take that out, because I don't need to be saying it on camera, you know. And it don't necessarily have to be something that is just all the way bad, but it could, I might think that, oh dang, like I spilled a little too much, like I was talking too much, it was a little offensive, like it was something that I felt like didn't need to be publicized to the world. So yeah, so going through that content, like that's another thing, like not allocating enough time to really sit down and edit my content, because I just didn't. Another reason is because like I'll get in my head. Like I'll get in my head and I'll just be like, why are you posting this? Like, why are you, like, who is this for? You know, like who's really gonna watch you talk about whatever it is that you're talking about? Like, it's just a lot of different things that be in my head that I just be like, eee. Yeah, so it's just like, you know, kind of overthinking. Like I think that's my next reason. It's just like overthinking it, and not just like putting it out there, not even thinking that other people can relate to what I'm going through, or maybe that I'm actually dealing with as well. There's just multiple different reasons as to why I hoard content, and it's just like being in my head a lot of the times and not just making enough time to do it, to like, you know, not edit the content. I was about to say something else. Oh, another one is overloading my plate. Like really overloading my plate with trying to do too much. And I know I'm not the only one, because there's so many different platforms that's out there, and you want to touch on every one of them, and it's like, that's not, I'm not gonna say that it's not realistic, but when you have a full-time job and you are a full-time mom, single mom at that, it's hard to really just be like, okay, I'm gonna post this, I'm gonna post over here, da 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 da, especially when you don't have a set schedule. Like when you, I think that might be like number one, like they need to go to the top of the list. Like when you do not put in enough time set aside, because you can record, like it's not hard to set up the camera and start recording. To me, it's not. Like, it's not hard to just, because I can do that. I can literally set up my camera, start talking, start doing whatever it is I'm doing, and boom, when do I make time to really sit down and edit this content when I have a million different things to accomplish? And then I'm exhausted, right? Like once I get done doing everything, like once I get off of work, okay, now I gotta go pick up my baby. Okay, when I get home, I can easily set up the camera and record, but after I get done getting him together, you know, making sure that he has something to eat and da-da-da, like this whole list of things, and it's time for me to take care of myself and then finally put him down. Because like right now, you know, he's running around and he's doing him and having fun. But once that all winds down, because in a minute it's gonna be time, like I'm recording now, in a minute it's gonna be time for me to go and give him a bath and then put him in the bed. And when that is over, it's like, whew, I am tired, you know. And we're doing that all throughout the week. It's like, okay, when do you set aside that time to really just edit this content? You know, it's like really shout out to the women that are able to focus in and be like, okay, I'm going to work, I'm doing this, because I know I'm not, like, I know I'm not the only one that works a full-time job, that's a single mom, and has to do all of those different things. But I just think to myself, okay, like when do I set when do I set aside this time to edit? And I'm really trying to get better with just setting aside that time, but also not being so hard on myself, because I might look at a video and be like, oh my gosh, the lighting isn't right, okay, and it could, like, it's like I'm, like, just not being hard on myself and just be like, girl, listen, record this video, edit this content, and post it, and I look back, sometimes I just be thinking like, why did you record this? Why are you getting on camera with your hair looking like this? Or like, it's when I say that, I am my biggest critic, and I think we all should be our biggest critic. Like, I am my biggest critic. And I think another thing is I used to be so afraid of getting other people's feedback, and that was another reason why I didn't necessarily like that was a part of the reason why I didn't always post, because I'm like, dang, what are people gonna say? Like, am I being too honest? Am I being too transparent? Am I being too open? Are you recording? Okay, so you have to be quiet, okay? So you can be in here, okay? I'm okay with you being in here, okay? But you have to be shh, because guess what? If I'm talking and you're talking, do you think they can hear me? No, they can't hear me. So you can sit over there. Shh, shh. Look, shh. I lost my train of thought. You're not gonna catch my kiss? That your girl be in her head. Like, I be in my head all the time. But I think another thing is that I used to be so into like what people would say, and it's just like, baby, if you're gonna do this, you have to have tough skin. That's just what the reality is. Like, you gotta have tough skin. You gotta be able to take criticism, because everybody's not gonna like your content. It's people just really just gonna sit behind the camera and sit behind the computer, and it's gonna have something to say just because they can type that they can type. And it might not have nothing to do with you. It might just it might not have anything to do with you, but because they can sit and reply and make a comment, they're gonna make a comment. So that was another thing that made me just be like, do I really just want to post this content? Do I want to, what are people, everybody not gonna like you. Everybody is not going to. It's always going to be somebody out there that has something to say. And when I say that's something that I've dealt with all my life, like, I've always been a people pleaser, where I feel like everybody had to like me. But for some reason, y'all, people did not like me. Like, people would see me and be like, and I asked, what's funny, I'm so getting off topic, but I asked one of my friends one time that I'm really good friends with now. She was just like, Brie, I did not like you when I first met you. And I was like, and I got that often. Not often, but like, I've received that before. And I was just like, huh? Like, she was like, because you just acted so, stuck up and just so bougie and da-da-da. And then she was just like, but when I got to know you, like, you were nothing like that. So it was like being prejudged, and people gonna prejudge you. I think that's something that everybody do it. Everybody has in their life, even if you don't anymore. Like, we have all had a moment where we just automatically assume something about something, and it might not have anything at all to do with them. Like, they might not be anything that we think they are. But like, I'm going to, like, I just want to take a vow to myself and really just be committed to like posting my gym content you know, because I'm a gym girly, you know, not for nobody else, not for the world, not for show, not for the likes, the comments, you know, just the trend. Like when I say I have been a gym person for a very long time, because it just makes me feel good. And I'm gonna start posting my gym content, y'all. And I'm gonna start posting my day in the life with me, because I feel like it always should be a camera setup, because I'm funny. I'm really funny. You know, I be telling a little jokey joke every now and again, even when I'm not trying to be funny.
Talk now.
Even when I'm not trying to be funny, I'm funny. Okay. So this is really just my coming out video for my girlies that are content hoarders just like me. To pass gas by me?
Yes.
No, it didn't.
I didn't find it.
Okay, pass gas. You didn't have to put your butt towards me.
I didn't pack gas.
Okay, you didn't have to pass gas by me. It's a bathroom in here.
Okay.
Thank you.
You didn't.
You gotta do it again?
Yeah.
Okay, go in the bathroom. Go in your bathroom. Have a blessed day.
Bye-bye.
Before I was rudely interrupted and the camera cut off, and you see that it has gotten darker, so it is like a few minutes later. Anyways, I don't know if y'all can know, but your girl got ADHD. But this is my vow to myself and my content girlies that are content hoarders, that we are going to get a schedule and not overload ourselves in 2024. Okay? And that doesn't mean you gotta post twice a week, every week, you know, once a week. If you want to post once a month, baby, post once a month. You know, if you want to post every other month, post every other month. Whatever feels good to you, do that. Set that goal and do that. But make sure that when you are doing that and you're trying to build an audience, you have to communicate that with your audience. And I think the biggest thing about, you know, setting up a schedule on like what you can commit to is be active on other platforms. And I don't mean be active on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's not Twitter no more, is it? X, or all of these different apps, and like you overload yourself. Just commit to like YouTube, and then some, like maybe one other app that you're gonna post on, and where you're just like consistently you know, consistently creating content. And then you're, hey guys, you know, y'all know my monthly video is coming up, so just making sure that you're like engaging your audience, because we all on YouTube for a reason. Okay, we all on YouTube. Like, let's be honest, we all on YouTube for a reason. We all trying to get a check. Okay, we all trying to get a check, and we just have to make sure that we know. You see this? I could literally just stop recording, but so many things is getting in the way to like not make me finish this video. My camera overheated. Then my memory card was full. Then I put out my second memory card. Then it was full again. So again, to my content hoarder girlies, we are going to push through this time. Okay? We sticking to it. I don't care what nobody say. We are going to stick to the goal. We're going to stick to the plan. And I'm just going to put some of my old content that I never released throughout the video, so you guys can just see that. Just do it. Okay, baby girl, just do it. Hopefully this video motivated you to step outside of your comfort zone and make it happen. Okay, regardless of whatever thoughts you have in your head or what you made up in your brain, baby, we gonna see it through. Okay, like, comment, and subscribe, and be on the lookout for your girl next video. Okay.